that define them. The executive who burns millions daily and enrich themselves while creating no value. They enrich themselves while creating no real value. It's stressful to lose other people's money and their capital go up in smoke and fire. And only in America there can be many swings to this kind of talks. To be a great investor or operator, you need to be a sociopath. You need to own other people hard-earned money or lay people off. And the luxury is to be in position to lose your own capital and things go wrong and it's a failure. Risking capitals was always the US secret, but now China is gaining fast and Chinese are challenging the US and their innovation is being drowned in the rising red tide. And this new generation who are making their fortunes with less than what they have started with, less than what they have achieved from the investment. This is the new class of billionaire in America who make their fortunes despite a non-working or non-profitable company or investment. So there are two metrics, the daily Benjamin Bond and on to bond ratio. The first one is how much the executive lit on fire per day during the tenure, how much the executive burned the money during their tenure, and the second is how much they lost for themselves, like as a commission for their destruction. In 2018, Jeffrey Katzenberg and Meg Whitman raised 1.75 billion and launched a bad app with worse content and shut it down 6 months later. So in the rubble, they just found 100 million. So they lost 1.65 billion in 750 days or 2.2 million per day. So they lost a lot of money. So this man managed to burn 600 million to 350 million with a DBB of 350,000 per day. The only mistake they made was not finding a greater pool like the public markets or SoftBank for a mega payout. So as a result, they only take 500,000 on board fees from a fund. EVR Hall of Fame. Yahoo replaced CEO with executive from Google, Mari Samir. The new CEO made some decisions involving paying 1.1 billion for Tumblr, which was later sold to 3 million. And the value of Yahoo was 14.4 billion, and later the company was sold to Verizon for 4.4 billion, plus 9.9 billion turned to ash in 4 years. So the DBB is 6.8 million. That's Bond Daily, 6.8 million. Bond Daily and Myers compensation of 30 million included giving her 250,000 per day. She was given commission of destroying 7 million per day. The CBR of 3.7% is still not the gold standard. SoftBank investment in WeWork of Adam Neumann and it invested 10.3 billion and later wrote off 9.2 billion. That's 13.1 million bonds daily on SoftBank money alone. And he would do some stupid things, and he made off 1.2 billion from the SoftBank's pocket. That's 1.5 million per day with EVR of 11.1%. They are joined by Randall Stephenson, who ran AT&T from 2007 to 2020. His stock value dropped from $39 to 29, and the aggregate annual return was 2.5%. And AT&T's competitor Verizon returned 7.9% to its shareholders. How did Stephenson manage this? AT&T spent $67 billion to buy DirecTV and blew $4 billion when it failed to acquire T-Mobile, and spent $108 billion to buy Warner Media, which was just sold to Discovery. Stephenson didn't destroy capital outright, but if there was 4% return from 2007 to today, it would have been $50 billion for shareholders. That's implied DBV of 10 million. 13-year-old long sideways at this iconic form. His total sum was 250 million and 64 million pension. So EBR is only 0.5%, but a huge payout in face of mediocre performance. So honorable mention from Microsoft. Microsoft acquired Nokia and wrote off 10 billion for failed acquisition. The deal was so bad, and it had won 22.2 million per day, the highest TBV. Ballmer only made 1.65 million at the company, so the EBR was minimal. 1998, Daimler-Benz acquired Chrysler for 35 billion, and culture crash and losses. Daimler unloaded 80% of Chrysler to private equity firm for 7.4 billion, valuing the company at 9.25 billion. That's an impressive 7.8 million DBV. So these corporate money losers are running the longest running Ponzi scheme in history, and Bernie Madoff for 30 years, costing investors 19 billion, and his fraud started in 1980 with DBV of just 2 million per day, and most of his losses are paid off, and he died in prison, but it destroyed thousands of people's economy.